Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back to another video. And in this one, I have something really exciting because the other day I had my first $1,000 winner. It's really cool. I'm super excited. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I made $1,000 in a day as a 20-year-old. And before we hop into that, I just want to quickly show you guys how I finished off in November since I haven't shown you guys that yet. So I'll pop that up right here, and then I will quickly show you how I'm performing so far in December. And I've actually been taking more trades. I've been actively forcing myself to take around 50 trades a day, which has been helping me make a lot more money. And maybe towards the end of this month or early January, I will scale up to 2,000 shares. So I'm hoping that soon enough I can begin having $1,000 days very regularly. The first stock I was looking at out of market open was HGSH, and I saw that the 5-minute candle closed at 440, and I was looking for the current candle on the 1-minute chart to pop up above 440 and then play a micro pullback down into the level of what would be support at 431. So I see it break above 440, and now I'm looking at the bid for a level at 430 or below, and I see 429 pop up on the bid. I quickly buy, and then I sell on the ask for a quick $20.05 profit. Skipping forward just a couple of minutes, we can see it again on HGSH that is pushing up to highs, and we're going to look for another micro pullback down in the low 440s, potentially even down to 430s. So we're just going to be waiting for that and letting it play out. That's the idea, because when it's up here, we don't want to try to buy at like a breakout of 450 or something along those lines. We like to trade the pullbacks. So a micro pullback is the only option that we have available at this current trading price. So we see it pulling back right here, and we see 434 on the bid very quickly, and we get in at 433 and saw at 435 for a quick $20 profit, putting us up $40.05 on the day. And now we're actually looking for a potential bungee pullback if it breaks below 431, which is the level of support that it's staying at. And if it does break below, where we're going to be looking to take this stock is below VWAP, because at this point we would expect it to rip below VWAP. So we would expect maybe around 411 all the way down to potentially $4. And it looks like right here we're going to see that breakdown, and it's coming down. We see 415, 408, 402 on the bid, and we get filled at 402. And now we're going to attempt to sell. We didn't get filled. We just got this error box. So we're just trying to get out, and then finally we managed to close the trade for $120 profit. So, in this previous 1 and 2 candles, we were able to make a cool $140. And again, on the right-hand side, we were playing HESH, and we saw it was pushing up to the high of the day. And I knew that this candle was going to be closing in a couple of seconds, but I still felt that this stock had a lot of strength. So I was interested in playing a slight 1-minute pullback instead of going for a full-on bungee pullback, which is what I would ordinarily be looking for. So I was looking to take the stock around 450, and we see 452 flash on the bid. I purchase and sell very quickly for a quick $20 gain, and it continues to come down to 445, which is where we have support drawn, but I decided against taking the trade because I felt that it had a lot of room to continue falling, and I generally like to lean on the side of fear over greed, because overall, while greed can help you make money in the short term, I think that trading with fear will help you preserve your capital, so I don't really mind that I missed out on the opportunity to make an additional $50 to $70. And once again, I'm going to be trading HESH, but this time I'm not playing a micro pullback or a bungee pullback. I was doing something a little bit different. And sometimes I like to experiment with different plays. And what I was looking for here is for it to curl back up to the 9-minute EMA on the 1-minute chart, which is represented by the black line. And I saw that this candle is closing in 2 seconds, so I tried to buy at the open of this candle right here because I knew that there was going to be a pop, but I ended up not getting filled, so I missed the entire move. But I still felt confident that we were going to see a pushback up to the 9 EMA. So I'm just trying to get an entry down as low as I can, and I keep on not getting filled, but I finally do at 82, and then I sell at 84 for a quick $10 profit. But that wasn't my intention. I wanted to hold this a little bit longer, and I was a bit frustrated that I sold so quickly, but it was more of an instinct than intentional. So I was looking to get back in once again because I still felt like it was going to push up to 490. So even if I'm buying higher than 482, which was my initial entry, it would still be good. But we ended up seeing it push back down to 480, so I had an opportunity to get back in down there. But I'm still struggling to get fills on this stock. So I'm just continually putting bids out there, not getting filled and canceling. And then finally, I do get filled at 483 with 500 shares. I'm actively holding longer than I normally do right now because generally I sell in a second. This time I sold in like 10 seconds, and we sell right there at 486 for a $15 scalp and a total of $25 on this play. Very quickly, I just wanted to let you guys know that when I started this video, it was my intention to show you all 66 trades, but I realized very quickly that wouldn't be feasible because this video has already taken up a decent amount of time to make. So from here on out, I'm only going to be showing a couple of my losers so that you're able to see both some winning and some losing trades. For our next trade, we're going to be paying attention to PPSI on the left, and is approaching a level of resistance at 587. And I think that what I was looking for here is for it to break through 587, and then I would be interested in playing a micro pullback. And if I'm looking at it right now, I see a micro pullback down to around 582, so we get the break, and now I'm looking for 582 on the bid, but I ended up joining at 585, which is a little bit too early. I try to cancel, but I don't get out quick enough, and I get filled, and now I'm just waiting for the bounce to try to get out break even. I sell 1 cent below my entry on 1,500 shares and subsequently lose $15 on that trade. Next up is another play on PPSI, and what I was looking at right here is a potential Bungie pullback, and you can see that I was looking around like 564 area, but then it actually kind of pushed up above the 575 resistance, and we'll see that it actually does manage to break. And now that it broke, I was actually more interested in playing a micro pullback, so I was looking at the bid for a nice pullback, and I see 74 flash on the bid, but unfortunately I was too slow, and I ended up getting filled after the bounce up at 78, and therefore I lost $30. And you can see though that the idea was correct because it had a very, very clean 40-cent bounce from the low of 74. It was just that I was too late getting onto the bid that resulted in me losing money, and that kind of stresses the importance of when you're scalping on such a small time frame that you have to have good execution, otherwise you're going to get punished. And for our last trade on PPSI, I did something that I thought that I would never do again, and that is buying a breakout. You can see right here that I have a level of resistance drawn at 587, and I was looking for this breakout around 587, and I see a huge ask at 588, and I try to buy, but unfortunately I bought after the breakout was over, and I get filled at 594, and then I sell at 592 for a $20 loss. But you can see that explosion that happened after 588. It jumped up 7 cents. That could have been a $70 winner, but unfortunately, just like the last clip, I was late, and it resulted in me losing money. And with that being said, this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching to the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all in the next video.